What do we got here? What is this? Eat your pizza, you donkey. Oh, shit. It's adorable. Ugh. All right. Wait, where is it? You gotta dive in. Got it. Who was that? John from TS, that's right, you got it. Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, try that one. That one might taste good.
I grab these pieces. I'm sorry, son. I do need this piece over here. I'm sorry. I need that one to continue building.
He's so mad.
This is covered that he loves them.
One of these will work. One of these will taste good.
We actually banned a guy from the store recently because he would come in every single time and he'd just be like this, like, any rugby? No. So we had this guy who'd come in and every time he'd be like, I don't want any of these. Calling attention, Black Blair! We got anime, babe. We got Cordy in the house. Cowboy Cody will take you out to Boulder Junction and challenge you to a draw.
Before MagFest, please remember what Shrek said 51 minutes 38 seconds into Shrek the Third. No Shreks until marriage.
What? You can see it turning black. I think this is one of the, what are they called? Like, kind of like a thermal paper. I can't think of why else it would turn black when it gets heated up. Oh, because it's burning. Never mind. Bullshit. So, the next ingredient was to beat an egg. Mission accomplished. Alright, let's see what we can do about this guy. So some of these stickers are really annoying, like the kind of silver ones. They'll leave behind residue sometimes. Oh. Okay, never mind. Alright, well some of the stickers are annoying, like the really old worn out ones. They'll leave behind like a lot of sticker... oh, okay, never mind that one. Okay, so let's just... Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to Pink Gorilla Games. We sell consoles. Anyone interested in anything? Can I hook you up with... Oh, thank you, Maple Leaf Bro, saying, hey, do I have any PlayStation 5s? Well, actually, I just got an order in from one of our biggest distributors, Wish.com. Now hooking us up with PS5s, everybody. Here it is. The PlayStation 5 now available in store at Pink Gorilla Games. Thank you very much. Good shit. We're Yoshi on the train, yeah, right. Anyway, where were we? Alright, Yoshi, we're putting together the controller. So, where were we at in this process? Anyway, thanks again for the raid, Pebbles. Sorry you won't be able to take up your new job, you know, Yoshi's the boss. He may not be able to serve butter, but he can slay my enemies. That was a warning, Tom Nook. Next time's for real. Oh, Rob, how could you? Oh, no! A steering wheel? What's that? Pepe emo?
Just like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Beautiful.
This goes to Mr. Neo Trip.
Okay.
It's Monka steer, yeah. Now I got lube all over me. One sec. Oh, my leg! Oh no! Oh no! I think I'm dying! Please save me! Somebody, please! I'm not gonna make it! Help! I'm being drowned in video games! Help! Help! Tom Keller, who are you pulling for? What's the weirdest thing for Wii you got? I think you're about to find out right now, just Bubba. Right now. Idiot. You just got knocked out by a pink gorilla, sucker. My God, this sucks. This takes forever. This is the worst thing ever. Okay, it worked.
Congrats. It's a burger.
Thank you. Appreciate the burger. Alright. That was not worth it. There you go. Now it's my hot chocolate. There we go. Rich chocolatey Ovaltine, exactly. Poop water, yeah. Doesn't that look delicious? Are you telling me this doesn't look delicious? Don't lie to me. You know this looks good. Look at that. You wouldn't drink that? If you saw a coworker leave this in the fridge, you're telling me you wouldn't drink this? You're crazy. Has this ever happened to you? Oh, I'm gonna go play Kingdom Hearts. Oops! Oh no! My game! No! Oh no! Oh no! Well, fear not, friends. With the handy dandy disc resurfacer, you can turn those scratches into not scratches. Dive into it like Scrooge McDuck. That was stupid. Yeah, I got one pack right here I've been saving. That's how you open them, right? Let's go. Alright, so let's see what we have in this pack. We got a Vulpix. Oh shit. Sorry, I'm new to the whole Pokemon craze. Milcery, Farfetch'd. Oh God, what have they done to Meowth? That's what Meowth looks like now? Sorry, I've been out of Pokemon for a while, man. I played a little bit of Sword and Shield. Oh, sweet! I love this guy. I got 2 of them for some reason. 2 Caterpie. Oh, whoops! How come I see no reason? Whoa! You have a farting order. Do I have a PS5 by chance? Well, we don't have any out for sale, but let me just check in the back really quick. We might have one. Let's see. Ugh. Yep, I don't know why people never ask us to check in the back. Oh! Shit, we got one left. Hey everybody! Is it on? Hey everybody, welcome to Pink Gorilla Games in Seattle, Washington. Happy to see you guys here. Welcome back. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday if you didn't catch the memo. I was attending my very first hockey game, and it was a whole lot of fun. 10 out of 10, would go again. Anyway, thanks for joining, guys. Welcome to the store. Welcome to Pink Gorilla Games. I'm Cody James Spencer, one of 2 owners of one of 2 stores. Wait, 2 of 2 stores. I'm going to get that right one time. Anyway, we're here at the University District store, and today we are going to be working on some repairs. I know it's been a super duper long time, but yeah, we are here to work on them. So, let's see here. Happy to see you all. Welcome in. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, let's just get started. I swear to God, I take one day off and I get super duper rusty. PS2 repairs? Probably not. Maybe a controller. Let's get started. We have a giant bin here that is set aside for our repair guy. And as you guys have already heard, our repair guy is a pro. Like, he's like a rocket scientist of retro game fixing. So, I leave the complicated stuff to him, and I try to tackle the easy things so we can get those out of the way and not waste his time. So, let's take a look at a couple things. Here we have what I would call a medium to easy repair, an NES console that needs new 52-pin connectors. So this used to be a very easy repair. You could do it with just a Phillips screwdriver, but times have changed. Chips are going bad on these, and there's a pretty high chance nowadays that a simple pin connector replacement will not get the job done. Did I say 52? 72. You're right, Retro T Furball. You see how rusty I am. So, we'll take a look at this, but for now I'm going to call this a medium repair and set it to the side. Next up, we have a 360. Any notes on it? None whatsoever. Well, the 360 console, we have, I think, 10 that are fully functional, ready to go out, so I'm not going to waste my time with this tonight. Actually, before we continue, why don't we take a quick, super duper quick tour of the console case and the handheld case to see what our inventory actually looks like. Oh, and before I continue, thank you very much for the sub. Drink more arsenic. I know. I don't know. Yeah, people know your real name. Robbie, thank you very much for the sub. Sorry, I was like, in my head like, do people know who that is or not? Anyway, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it.
You see a fix it, Ben. I see Chi-Chi. Post to poop.
Yeah, one day. Alright, so let's take a look at the console case and see what we're dealing with before we continue here. Yeah, here's a bizarre one. I might work on some of these tonight. Whoops. First thing I'll show you is our accessory wall for the Xbox stuff. Apora, thank you for the Prime sub. So right now we only have 2 Xbox 360 controllers in stock. That is stupid. I'll show you why. Is Cody okay? Yeah, wait, why? What's wrong with me? Do I look messed up or something? But yeah, there we go. We have this entire bin is full of 360 controllers, most of which just have very simple repairs. Like, mostly the thumbsticks need to be replaced. So we can probably knock out, I don't know, one every 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what needs to be done. And we actually have 3 bins this size full of them. So there's really no reason we should be this low on 360 controllers besides just being busy. Oh, check out, this is a crazy thing that got traded in today. You guys remember that old movie, The Grudge? So there was a Wii game of it. Crazy. No, there's Duke controllers full right over there. I see them. Yo, look, Dukes. Oh, one Duke. TTL not on? What's TTL? Oh, TTS? Yeah, I don't... There it goes.
So no Duke controllers, okay.
And then for our handheld consoles and our home consoles, we are loaded up on handhelds. Look at this.
So how was the Seattle game, you bozer?
You bozer? Poser? I don't know. Yeah, the game was really fun. I have never been to a pro hockey game before. It was super fun. I saw the Golden Knights are playing the Kraken in March. So the Golden Knights are the Las Vegas team. I'll definitely be there for that.
Okay, chat. This is Gummy. Yes, that's Gummy. My mom sold me for a PS5 and I'm on a FedEx truck on my way to
No!
Please send help in doubting trees. I tried contacting Cody, but he said he was too busy plotting revenge against Canada.
You crazy.
Not an actual fan of hockey -1 on my scale.
Alright. Whew. Right this way.
Tickets are upwards of $12.50 plus BTW.
What? That's crazy. How many fights? There were no fights. Well, I guess sort of like one swing that resulted in a penalty, but yeah, the cases are looking amazing. 1,200 for a game. Wow, that's crazy. I'd heard hockey stuff was more expensive. Get a load of this. The player jerseys are $270. Now, relative to NFL, that's crazy. I think the NFL ones are like 100, 120. It's been a while, but anyway. All right, let's see. So, ooh, this is pretty. So we have an original Game Boy, and this actually has an inventory tag already on it. That's weird. So an original Game Boy in the original box. Purchase date $6.97.
As a season ticket holder, I sell mine on around $27.50 plus, and nosebleeds are $1,250.
Damn.
Bottom $2,000.
Damn, that's crazy. I don't know if I want to go after all. I really liked it, but not that much. What the heck? And this is... Oh, I see the issue. Wow. This is about as clean of a Game Boy as you're going to get. I want to work on this first. So this has a very minor issue. Seen it 100 times. Check this out. Well, first off, let's admire how beautiful this Game Boy is. Look at that. Dude, this thing's like never been used.
Saw you mention Frozen on Twitter. It's my game of the year to the point that I think I'm becoming a car guy level. Nice,
Grand Quesarito. Yeah, man, it's so fun, right? I can't stop playing Forza. I was playing it a bit today. You get really sucked in easy. There's just non-stop stuff to do. Christmas shopping all done. I only have 2 more gifts to purchase. I need to get something for my friend Pablo and my friend Rob. And then I'm done. I already know what I'm going to get Pablo. The Forza controller. Rob, I don't know.
Just for you, Cody. I will sell tickets to you for $2,749.99.
Thank you.
Captain.
It's very kind of you. So get a load of this. When you turn it on and you turn up the contrast, you can see the issue. See those vertical lines? Yeah, that happens. That happens over time with the Game Boys, even one that's like never been used before. So I'm going to show you how to fix it. It's super easy. Let me just grab my soldering iron, because that's required. Oh, you already know Cap'n Classic. What about my friend Eric? Eric, I was just talking about you yesterday, and you weren't here, or the day before yesterday, and you weren't here, and it confused everybody. So you're no longer my friend, Eric. Yeah, Telly, thanks for hanging. Telly was sitting next to H2O and I when we were watching the hockey game. He's sitting in the middle, and he's rooting on the other team, right? The I forget their names, the idiots, I think it was. And so our team is like dunking on him over and over and over, and the whole crowd's cheering, and Telly's feeling like shit. It was hilarious. But then they won in the end by cheating. All right. That's what I gleaned from the game. I'm new to hockey, so I might have got some of that wrong. But anyway, so check this out. Before I get started on the repair, we have a cool new mat Ubernoob hooked us up with. Fuck. And it's RGB'd out, baby. Can you see? See? It's got lights in it. Can you see them very well? It's kind of hard to tell. Can you see the lights? Anybody? No one's responding. Alright, I'm gonna take that as a nobody gives a shit. I think they're cool. Alright, time to do this. Oh, you can't see them?
The secret to the game is purchase day of tickets cheap from SeatGeek or StubHub. People accept pennies on the dollar the day of to move seats.
Oh, I see. You see them. See, Dr. Zach can see them. The type of doctor he is optometrist.
Don't just show us rare games for us to purchase Kata.
Alright. Yeah, it's probably a little too bright in here. Well, you can probably see them now as we zoom in a bit. We're going to get nice and close to work on this Game Boy repair. Oh, dude! Okay, so I went skateboarding today. I'll show you this before we continue. I went skateboarding today. These are new pants I just bought. Fucking, I get on the board, push twice, and immediately fall. And fucking just rip these suckers. Oh my god. I'm really rusty. Two kicks into skateboarding, and I fell so hard in front of this old lady. Like my kicking foot caught like the front of the board weird. Yeah, it was pretty glorious. All right, cool. So welcome to the sexiest Game Boy on the planet repair. With me, your pal Cody. This is all OEM as far as I can tell, and it is beautiful. Holy crap.
200 points for falling in front of old ladies.
Thank you very much, Ganjo, for the sub. That's a tier 2 sub. Thank you very much, Ganjo. Cody Hawks, yeah. I posted some videos on Instagram if you want to see them. Yeah, it's fun to get out and skate again, man. Next time I'll wear less nice clothing, though. You forget falling's a possibility. Ooh. Are we snowboarding this year? Me and you? I don't think so. Also, I'm not going to. Oh yeah, if my voice sounds messed up, it was because I was screaming at that hockey game yesterday, so don't worry, I don't got the COVID. I don't got some kind of disease. Falling at your age earns you a trip to the hospital. How old are you, Tex? I'm 32. Hockey lung? Is that what they call it? Shut up.
Hockey lung.
I've heard of con crud, cough. I'm very healthy, I promise. Alright, check this out. Open sesame. Yo, badass Cash. That was badass of you to sub just now. Thank you, bud. Well, the inside of this looks kind of nasty. Can you see that? See all those little spots? Thanks, Baron Pogs. I am actually very healthy. I just took... Oh, dude. I just took a crazy test. So, see these little marks on my finger? So, I had to draw blood. I took this test. You send in your blood and stuff. And, they, like, tell you... I forget all the stuff because I haven't done it yet. Or I just mailed it. But they tell you, like...
Sir, I hope you are well.
They tell you, like, oh... you have like too much sugar, or you have too much whatever. You should eat less of this. That kind of test. I forget what it's called. I saw it advertised on Instagram, and I was like, all right, I'm getting that. Let's see. So I'm working on being the healthiest man alive.
Sending in your blood to find your breed does not work. Please swab the mouth and assemble a poop.
What? Inside tracker? I don't know what that means. What have I been doing? Nothing. Skateboarding? What do you mean? Oh, now I remember why I stood up to grab stuff. I'm grabbing alcohol. There we go. Water condensation mark? Yeah, exactly. I got some isopropyl right here. See, I'm just finding out if I need to, like, adjust my diet or something. Yeah, if I have ghosts in my blood, actually, yes, that's what I'm sending it into the church, and they're gonna find out if I have demons in me. And then, if we got problems, we'll exorcise them. Ask Phantom, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Send in blood sample and see all the nutrients they need or don't have. Oh, cool! Yeah, it sounds like it's pretty much that. But yeah, I don't like drawing blood. That's not fun.
Did they want to see if you had particles of 5 grams spreading through the veins, Kappa?
Well, I assume the test will catch that. They didn't specifically ask, but I mean, they've got a test for that, right? Hey, Fonts, nice to see you, bud. You're actually just looking at your DMG. It doesn't work. Oh, I believe it. Church had people outside. Okay. Alright, you know what I should do first before working on this? Although I have pretty much no doubt that we'll be able to fix the lines on the screen, we should probably fix those first. Because what if I do all this and I'm just wasting time? Alright, let's get to work then. So, first we need to switch from a tri-wing screwdriver to a Phillips screwdriver. I actually got told I was a vampire. What? Vitamin D count was so low. Oh my. Vitamin D you just get from being in the sun, right? Sounds pretty easy. Does the camera look darker? Maybe. Super Shano is gonna do a a shopping session. Awesome. Ooh. Oh, hey Nick, nice to see you, man. Yeah, Wind Waker was really good. I remember at the time it getting crapped on for looking too little kiddish. Because it was edgy time, you know? I remember games like The Suffering coming out. Ooh. Not that was the most popular, but you know. It was a very edgy time. Wind Waker was not very cute. Or not what they wanted. Alright, we're almost there. Move this screw. Alright. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Come on. Woo! There it goes. All right, there we are at the nice insides, and this looks a little nasty too. But the actual conductive pads don't look nasty at all. So these are the part that, well, obviously they're the buttons, right? That detect your input. Well, this detects your input. These are your input. So let's clean that all up. Jeez. Yeah, just over time it just kind of gets all nasty, eh? Smoker Game Boy. No, dude, this is a beautiful Game Boy. It's just old.
Got scammed by GameStop. With the old bundle was supposed to get a Mario 128 GB micro SD and got a 128 grams camera SD card low.
Weird. What do I think of the new OLED Switch? I don't know. It's pretty cool, I guess. I didn't get one. I was considering, for a brief moment, actually getting Kelsey one for Christmas because, you know, she's really into handheld stuff as opposed to stuff on the TV. But it's just really not significant enough of an upgrade, I feel like, to really waste the money on it, you know? It seems great if you didn't own a Switch previously, might as well get the better one, right? With the better dock, etc. But yeah, like, just the OLED Switch as an upgrade, definitely not worth the time, I think. Or not with the money or anything. I've become a bit of a hippie with, like, wasting electronics and stuff, too, so, you know. I'm like, do you really need 2 Switches? Let's save that for someone else. Alright, cool. So, I cleaned that all up a little bit. What we're going to do now is remove this. Hold on a sec. It's not laying flat. Come on. Lay down, buddy. There you go. Hey, Psychotic Warrior.
20 months kill over jump.
Thanks for the sub, dude. It's real nice to see you, Psychotic Warrior. Alright. Come on, come on. These tweezers are kind of jacked up. Yeah, her Switch is the OG one. Damn, these tweezers are messed up too. What the heck? Why are all of our tweezers misaligned? Are these wrong too? There we go. Alright, cool. Okay, cool. Next. But yeah, obviously if you don't already have a Switch, get the OLED one. Duh. Alright, let's grab a game. Need a game to test this with. I'd like to get a recognizable game. Ooh, I know. Be right back. Alright, check this guy out. Ta-da! We got a Pokemon Red here that needs a new battery. Easy. Pop that guy in the back. Ooh, it's not working. Wow, I wonder if Whoa! What if this Game Boy also has issues reading games? That would be a surprise. Wow. No way. Oh, now it's working. I think the pins are probably just old and nasty on this thing. So we'll clean those out before we wrap up. All right. Oops, I need that back on. Okay, cool. So I made the contrast really dark. And now we're gonna run this soldering iron over it. Over the ribbon cable. Soldering iron should be clean. I thought it was. There we go. Just find where the problem spots are. Just a sec, someone's still knocking on the door. There's some old kids out there. Let's see. Alright, so it looks all fixed now. Nice, right? Alright, cool. Next, let's see. I'm going to put this side back together. Common or easy fix, you know, of a switch dock that isn't working. The main issue is it stops charging on the dock with slight movement. Oh, yeah, I mean, it kind of sounds like maybe your USB-C cable you're using, the charger to power it, is messed up. I wonder if it also does that when you charge just your Switch. Or the port that accepts that is probably messed up. Or it's not plugged in tight enough. One of those things. Unacknowledged face. Thank you for the 4 months. But I don't know. I haven't come across a whole lot of broken Switch docks, so I couldn't say. Hey, Usher. Nice to see you, bud. Charger chip burn? I haven't heard of that. I guess that could happen. Sounds good, Raph. Stop on by anytime, man. We'll be here. Take the light rail and stop by both stores. Okay. Yeah, it's looking pretty decent. Alright, let's go ahead and try to clean out the battery on this side, or the pins on this side. Spronty, thank you for the follow. Welcome, bud. Nice to meet you. My name's Cody. Welcome to Pink Gorilla Games in Seattle, Washington. Okay, so next, I'm gonna raise this guy out. There we go. Look at how clean everything is. This is incredible. Alright, I need a toothbrush. Or similar. Here we go.
Over there.
Yo, Sky Bosson. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Appreciate it very much, Mr. Bosson. What a boss. There we go. Alright, next, I need the air. No problem, Hunter Martz. Nice to see you, dude. We're already really well off on consoles, but you know, like, you can never have enough, it seems. Especially around this holiday time, man. It's been amazing. The last couple days at the store. Oh, we should go over highs and lows after this. Hopefully one of you guys will remind me. Okay, now we just got to realign this properly. Okay, that guy looks good. He goes in there. Perfect. Okay, I think I got it. Crazy trade-ins today other than the Grudge. You know, I wasn't here today. I was working on other stuff at home. So, nothing that I heard of. But they're all caught up, so I kind of assumed there wasn't a whole lot of trade-ins. Surprised I haven't bought a USB-powered air compressor. Oh no, I do have one actually. I just usually don't use it on stream because it's really loud. So it's for the benefit of your ears. How goes Pikmin Bloom? Nice, dude. 60. You're really close to 35. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Pikmin Bloom is great. I'm still enjoying it, even though honestly, it is running out of content to enjoy. But I am just turned level 40. Although I've been doing a lot of walking, so I might be, I might be 41 real soon, maybe tomorrow. And I'll be heading back to Las Vegas pretty soon to pick up my car that's being worked on. So, I know I'll be doing a lot of walking then. Alright. Car's still in the shop. Well, it's only still in the shop because I haven't picked it up. New rims? Well, new back end. A young man ran into me while I was parked. So, weak. No cool costume Pikmin? No, I mean, I think I've run out. I think I've seen all of the cool costumed ones. Alrighty, so it's all put back together. This should be a good, fully functional Game Boy. Yeah, seriously, Posty. Nice loudspeaker. Game not loading? Oh, there it is. Oh, I was pressing select. I was like, why is it not working? Just need to test select. If select works, we should be good. How do you test select in this game? Oh yeah, you use items, right? Yeah, there it goes. Hey, let's consult the Helix fossil, shall we? Oh. Nice. What was wrong with the Game Boy, says Elser. Elser, there was lines on the screen. Otherwise, this is as good of a Game Boy as it gets. This thing is like brand new. Okay, so now, yeah, right. This is as clean as it gets. This is amazing. All right, cool. We're gonna put this guy back in the box. We have all original instructions and everything with this. This is a really lucky thing. Whoever's buying this.
Keep up the great content.
Thanks, Bauer fan. Appreciate it. All right, so we have a price on this of $145. I'm guessing it should probably be a bit higher than that, given the condition being so perfect. So I'm gonna keep a value counter going. So far tonight we have fixed $145 worth of stuff. We'll just go with that for now. Whew. All right, next, let's replace the battery in the Pokemon Red. Oh. Has a new battery. Well, there you go. Mission accomplished. Guys, we have fixed a Pokemon Red. We have confirmed its fixedness. Alright, moving on. Let's see what else we have. Cool. Alright, let's see what else we have in the repair guys. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Here we got a PS1. Oh. Highs and lows. Yeah, let's do highs and lows. Let's see. What do we got for highs and lows today, fellas? The most expensive, least expensive things to sell in the store today. Oh, there we go. The most expensive thing to sell in the store today was a PC Engine at $150. That was in the original box and everything. It's just the core unit, so that's cool. Kit Kat Girl, nice to see you. I shipped your order just a moment ago. Thank you for the order. After that, we sold Silent Hill Greatest Hits Edition. That was $140 for the PS1. We also sold a PlayStation 2 console for $100. Pokemon Leaf Green, a front loader. What else? Smash Bros. Ultimate. Not a lot of expensive things today. Despite really good sales, it looks like it was another one of those days of just a ton of like $20 to $40 items that sold. Yeah, millions of plushies. Let's scroll down and see if there's anything real interesting that sold. Oh yeah, one of the employees picked up. So the gift for the employees this year, you know, Kelsey and I always give like a Christmas gift of sorts to the employees, and just to keep it fair, you know, to avoid hurt feelings or whatever. We give everybody pretty much the same thing. We just give them a cash bonus and offer one video game at about $60 price point. So the idea is someone will probably just grab a new Switch game, right? Well, one of the employees picked up Pato Box for the Nintendo Switch. That was that weird black and white boxing game that I didn't know anything about. I'm kind of glad he picked that up because I thought that one might be around for a while, so yay. Let's see. The cheapest things to sell today were pinball on the Intellivision for $4. Let's see. NBA 2K15 sold for $4. That's awesome. Madden 25, NASCAR Thunder 2003. I Love Horses on the DS sold for $6. That's amazing. Besides that, oh, Duck Dynasty. H2O Maskman came through and picked up Duck Dynasty. So, thank you very much, H2O. Yeah, that's all the interesting cheap things that sold today. Cool. Yeah, it's a pretty good day in the store. Typical good day. All right, let's keep on moving. See what else we have to repair. Alrighty. Stick is having drifting/ghosting issues, and stick cover pops off. I imagine those things are related. What are you rocking on the waist tonight? What does that mean? Like, what is my belt? Is a belt? I don't know, man. Let's see. Oh, the wrist. Oh, it's just my watch. I don't know. How was the hockey game last night? Dude, it was so much. Sorry, I can't read. Wrist and waist, same thing, whatever. They're tangrams or parallelograms, aren't they? Homonyms. They're those one words that have the same letters in them almost. Anywho, so we're going to work on this. This is having ghosting issues. Ghosting is one of those words that not everybody has the same definition of, so it's a little irritating. We'll test around with it and see what's up. Another one of those words, refurbished. Sorry, I've gone on this rant 1,000 times, but what does refurbished mean to you? I know what it means to me in the dictionary, but what does it mean to you? A frequent... I'll be right back. I'm going to grab the replacement stick cover. I kind of interrupted myself, but I was saying a frequent point of confusion we have with customers will be customers coming through, and they'll ask, are these all refurbished? And saying all about the products we sell isn't helpful for anything really, but they'll be pointing at brand new video games, brand new sealed video games, and go, are these all refurbished? And you're like, what do you think that word means? So some people will just say, oh, that means it's used, that means it's new. That it's kind of weird how many different definitions people have for it. All right. To lions them, it means used with implied guarantee it's not junk. I'd always understood it meant that it was once broken and then repaired. It once had some sort of issue and no longer does. Because how on earth why do you need to make the word used so much longer by calling it refurbished? Why'd you need to add twice as many letters? sell it for more money? That doesn't make any sense. Alright. Oh, actually, we should test this first before I do this. Is it reformatted? Oh no, are we setting this up for the first time? Okay, there you go. Okay, we need a game. Crazy like a fox, thank you for the 3 months. I know just the game for this. Yeah, gun love. That's how I always defined it. All right, so here we have a copy of Super Smash Brothers. It is taking its time loading. I can't believe this game even worked on the 3DS. No. Damn it! I shouldn't have clicked yes. Now it's making me reset the game. Stop it. Oh my god. One sec. How much GameCube do you have? I have 3.5 GameCube. I have a lot of GameCube. A half? Dude, I don't even know what his question is. How much GameCube do you have? No! So, yes. Oh my god, yes! Smash Brothers, please. Wait, does this require an SD card to play? Oh my god. Do I really need an SD card to play this? Alright, be right back. I got an SD card in the back. Yeah, what up, Nimblebits? We're back to repairs. The repair guy's back tomorrow, and I don't want him to be busy working on, like, stupid easy stuff. Okay. SD card is installed. Looks like the 3D bit works. How much GameCube games do you have? A bunch. Come on, load already. Okay, unable to find data. Please close the game. What the hell? No. Start the game without using save data. Okay. Extra data. Oh my god. Maybe be able to purchase this? Only with a personal shopping session. Are you kidding me? This SD card's too full. This is insane. Is it possible to play this damn game? What the hell? Where's my store located at? We're in Seattle, Washington. Dude, I think I'm going crazy. I think I'm actually going crazy right now. Okay, it just worked. Wait, what are these prices you guys are guessing? Oh shoot, I have Kickflipper gift sub on? I gotta turn that off. My skateboard's at home. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do that tonight. No? Okay. Please work this time. Please, please work this time. No! Please stop asking me things. Mamma mia. Alright. Stick... Huh. Stick's not really... Doesn't seem to have any issues. Yeah, what the heck? After all that, I can't even find issues with the stick. The stick doesn't feel good though, so it'd be nice to replace it regardless. Seems to have a delay? I don't think so. Okay. Which Pokemon are we gonna get? Oh, that's a pretty good one. Okay. I don't know, it seems like it's working. Either way, I'm gonna replace this stick. It's really worn out and feels nasty, so. Let's test all the other functions while we're doing this. Yeah, my main is Pichu in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And yes, I do compete. I am a triple black diamond on Smash Online. Razorboard, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Let's see here. Okay, I think at this point I've tested everything about it. Let's go ahead and let's see. I'm gonna do some internet stuff. Pichu, yeah, bro. Pichu's really good, Apora, and she's super cute. One sec. I gotta type in the super secret internet password. Which store am I at tonight? I'm at the University District store. Go.
Ta-da! Alright, next test. So that was to make sure it could connect to the internet in case it has any kind of Wi-Fi issue. Next is going to be a system update. And I can tell this isn't the newest version of the system because it's all janky. The newest 3DS version is pretty smooth. Whew. Alright, so the update should just take a minute. While we're waiting on that, I'm curious if I can kickflip anything else.
I got a Tony Hawk ride board. I don't really feel comfortable putting my wallet on the line with these, though. But I do have a Tony Hawk ride board we could try kickflips on. Oh, that update was a lot faster than I thought it was. How do you go about finding what steps you should do before you sell a product? It's clean and test. Those are the two steps, clean and test. I mean, if you're talking about like this system, for example, familiarity with the product, you know. 3DS is one of my favorite systems. Oops. I mean, at this point, I've cleaned and tested pretty much everything several times. Okay, cool. So that's all updated. Let's go ahead and power it off for now and replace that stick. I did not think it would be done updating so fast. Okay, awesome. So, let's open that up. If you've never seen the inside of a 3DS, prepare to be underwhelmed. It's not all that surprising. Alright, let me get some. There you go. There you are. There's the battery for the 3DS. This thing is kind of interesting because it's also used in the Wii U Pro controller. So this little battery that's used to power this device that has a processor in it, 2 screens, sort of 3 screens if you consider the 3D slider, all the button inputs, Wi-Fi, everything. This powers just a controller. It's pretty badass. The controller lasts forever, man. Alright, cool. So next we're going to get all these little screws. There's little tiny screws everywhere. Monster Hunter games on DS? Oh, they are fantastic. I mean, the PSP definitely brought Monster Hunter to America, right? But on the 3DS, it like really took off. And now it's just this massive thing with the Monster Hunter World. Now it's like everybody knows about it. Yeah, man. That's how I found out about Monster Hunter, was playing the 3DS 3 Ultimate. They had this bizarre setup where it was on the Wii U and the 3DS at the same time. So I'd be sitting at my friend's house, and he was running on his Wii U, and I would join him on my 3DS. So he just had like a high-definition version of the game I could see. It was kind of cool. Okay, cool. That is all the screws. Oh, there's one more. Hey, what up, H2O? Nice to see you. Yeah, you'll definitely want a Circle Pad Pro so that you can move the camera around. Alright, so when you open this up, you open it up slowly because your shoulder buttons are attached with these little ribbon cables here. Oops, come on, buddy. There you are. Hey, Doug Gazette. I think we're doing good. We're chilling. We're learning how to replace a 3DS stick. I actually made a YouTube video about this on the Pink Gorilla channel. It's really easy to do. Alright.
So this guy should just come right out. And this guy is still all good. Yeah, he feels great. And we didn't experience any issues. I think the issue they might have been having was the stick getting caught on... Well, you'll see in just a moment. I'm not getting over being sick. If my voice sounds different, it's because I was at a hockey game last night and I was screaming when our team was winning. Not ever. Actually, they were never winning. They were winning for like 1-2 minutes. Oh, look at that. The rubber tip just came completely off. That's not supposed to happen. Alright, so here, actually, first we want to rip this little thingy out. This little washer here. If I just had one nice pair of tweezers. It was an exciting 2 minutes. Well, the more exciting part was when we came back. It was 4-1 at one point, and then we tied it up 4-4. That was pretty freaking hype, but then we lost in overtime like immediately. Anyway, it was really fun. I want to go again. That was great. Alright, cool. So there is the remnants of the old stick. Just this tiny little black piece of plastic. So what we're going to do now is really wash this out because it's a part that you can't really access normally because it's got all these different washers and whatnot. So some isopropyl there. Got some wonderful ASMR for you there. There we go. All right, looking good. So next, what was the old one? It was kind of a white, right? Yeah, the original one was white. So let's go with that. Whew. You guys will never guess what happens when we score a goal. What music plays? Nirvana. Can you believe it? So we're going to slide that guy in like so. There we go, easy. Now we're going to get that washer back in wherever the heck I put it. There it is. So this little piece here, this goes in between the stick and the internal mechanisms, and it's to prevent water or any kind of liquids, any kind of nastiness getting in there. Which Nirvana song? It plays I like it, and then it goes, let's go crackin'. So you just say I like it a bunch of times because I like it when they score points. They score goals. I like it when the hockey man puts the puck in the net. There we go. Alright, cool. That's in. Next. Get these guys in there. Actually, I think that needs to be reversed. This is the same story. There's a lot of layers of protection. This is the only kind of hard part, and it's not hard. It's just getting those two to connect. One moment. Okay, cool. There you go. Now. Perfect. Look at that. Sorry. Thanks, FN Dope. Oh, yeah, our seats. Yeah, we were kind of high up, but it didn't matter, dude. So that stadium, and it's the same at the football stadium here in Seattle. Even the high up seats were fantastic. It felt like we were really close. I don't know if Repair Guy ever mentioned it to you or something, but do you know if you can change? Yeah, you can change it in the firmware. Wow, that feels way better now. And it sure looks clean, right? Whew! Oh, wow, that feels good. Excuse my excitement, everyone. This is amazing. Oh, wow. Heck yeah, dude. This is really good. No, I don't play Call of Duty, no. I've played most of them, but not the newer ones. Dang, dude, this is a really nice stick. Now just getting this in a line. Come on, left trigger. Perfect. Got that in. Okay. Suggestions for Joy-Con drift. No, not really. Replacing the stick, sending it into Nintendo. Probably sending it into Nintendo is the best idea. I don't think it takes them too long to get back. I know this is messed up, but honestly, the advice I have for you is to not use your Joy-Cons. I would go get yourself a Pro controller. Don't hear me wrong. I'm not one of these like crazy Nintendo defenders. They really screwed up with that Joy-Con thing. But just as a gamer who doesn't want to deal with issues and wants a better controller, get the Pro controller. I haven't run into any issues with that yet, and I've had one since the day they came out, so. Yeah, good point. If it's not red, blue, or gray, replace it yourself. Yeah, because what if you lose your really fancy ones, you know? No, they did not fix it on the OLED Switch. The OLED Switch uses the same Joy-Cons. Only the bezel and, well, the screen. Okay. So the Switch itself is different on the OLED Switch, but the Joy-Cons are the same. Only everything about the OLED is different, but there's a few games that require it. Oh yeah, probably like 1-2 Switch, maybe Mario Party. Yeah. Any of those like goofball fun games, right? Yeah, I'm with you, man. Tony Hawk's gonna do a skate event in Las Vegas. I didn't see that, no. I usually see everything that dude's up to. I saw he was doing some NFT stuff. Oh, Tony. All right. But yeah, with your Joy-Cons, just send them to Nintendo. They're pretty fast at getting them back to people. Okay, so
What's poppin', friends?
hey, buddy, thank you very much for the sub. What's poppin'? Repairs are poppin' tonight. We've been off to a really good start with repairs here. All right, let's go ahead and just double test it, and then we'll be on our way. Oh, and then we got to reformat it, but then we have a good to go, I assume, good to go 3DS system. Let's get a charger for it. Oh, we're loaded? Cool. Close. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No! Just launch it, please. Should you buy a new PS5 controller if yours is drift? No, send it to Sony, dude. Why should you spend $70? I mean, if it's a PS5 controller, it obviously broke really fast, right? You shouldn't be responsible for that. Same with the Joy-Cons. We offer a $15 Joy-Con repair service because it's like that easy to repair them that we can just do them in-house with no risk of failure pretty much. There was that one time I destroyed one on accident, but I just replaced it with a brand new one. Whew. All right, load. No update. Need some scissors. Oh yeah, I've seen that like once or twice, Reeford. You never see that. I'm going through second puberty. Cool, right? What do you think? What do you think, big boy? There we go. No? Okay. Hurry up. Oh my god. I think it just asked me if I wanted advertisements. Hey guys, would you like ads? I don't have Star Fox 3D, but this is a perfectly fine game to test it with. Yeah, see, even a minor movement is detected. Okay, cool. So this is a good to go 3DS. Let's just go ahead and reformat it. Same, Luthel. It's crazy, right? It's really impressive. And it runs so well, too. I think I remember trying to crash it by like loading it up with a ton of characters. Oh yeah, we were doing a 16-player Smash on the Wii U with all Ice Climbers, if I remember right. On like a really hectic stage. I was just trying my hardest to break it, and it wouldn't break. Format system memory. Format. Go. Dorncog, thank you for the 9 months. I didn't actually see your name earlier. Thank you, Dorncog. Alright, cool. So we have a charger with it. Unfortunately, we don't have an OEM stylus. They have been sold out recently, unfortunately. And there we go. We got a reformatted, good to go, fully tested 3DS. What do we sell these for? What do we sell these for? Digital AV component cables. The component GameCube cables. I don't know how much those are. It's been a while. Last I checked, they were like $250 or something. That was some time ago, though. Let's see. Turquoise. Wait. 3DS, no box. What color is this? I thought they called this turquoise. Do you guys remember what they called this? This was this color was discontinued pretty quickly. I remember. Not cobalt blue. There was Cosmo black and aqua. Thank you guys. Thank you. Aqua. There it is. Well, the last one we had was $110. And that was only a month ago. Is that accurate? That doesn't seem accurate. Let's look it up. That does not seem right at all. $110. Nintendo 3DS Aqua Blue. It's probably not too far off, actually. Yeah, okay. Okay, why not? Alrighty, Rooney, then there we go. Flame Red was overrated. It sure was. But I think that came out at the same time as the price drop. So that one was, it was really popular at the time. If you guys don't remember a little bit of history, y'all like video game history? I remember this one. 3DS came out originally at $250, which was pretty steep, right? Come on, buddy. Oops. And then they quickly dropped it by $50. Dropped the price. I want to say like 4 or 6 months after it came out. I bought it day one as well, Lethal. In addition to that, they put out the Flame Red 3DS alongside it. Slowfang, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, nice to meet you. So as part of that, to make it up to all the people like me, oh yeah, that's right, it went from $250 to $269, almost $100 price drop. So to make it up to people like me who bought it right away, they made the Ambassador program. So you get a special little emblem on your 3DS, and you also got 20 free games. And they were good ones, too. They were all first-party Nintendo, NES, and Game Boy Advance games. And if I remember right, a good portion of those were never made available for purchase on the eShop. So they're kind of special as well if you ever find a 3DS with those on it. Let's see, it says displays plus badges. That's what's wrong with these Game Boys. So let's work on that. Oh my! Okay, that one's not so bad. Here's what they mean by badges. Focus. Why is it not focusing? Huh, whatever. Yeah, they're really nasty. Anyway, so yeah, I still have my original 3DS with all the extra games on it and everything. Pretty cool. Alright, jeez Louise, this one is nasty. Alright, let's go ahead and test this one first, because this one does not... Okay, so the most common issue you're going to run into on Game Boy systems is going to be the batteries being corroded, just like that one is. The badges, as the note said. Basically, batteries explode in there, get battery acid all over the terminals, and then the terminals don't work. If the terminals aren't conductive, they can't run the electricity through the whole system and nothing works. So this guy is going to need all new battery terminals, it looks like. They're very, very far gone. This one, on the other hand, looks fantastic, but cosmetically on the outside, it looks really nasty. So let's just start and see if this system works. We could probably replace the outer shell and the lens and everything. If the system itself works, we can get all the cosmetic stuff fixed up pretty quickly. So let's start with that Pokemon Red over there. The games, I think they're attached to the console phones. Because at first there wasn't like a Nintendo account, if I remember, and then they implemented it like a couple months later. Alright, well, it's not reading the game right. But yeah, you could totally transfer between systems. This one's not working. Is the game nasty? Because this is the second Game Boy having issues reading it. But then again, they are nasty old Game Boys, so let's see. Yeah, vinegar works really well on the battery acid. But this one is really far gone. I don't think vinegar is going to be enough, but we'll try it out. Let's first, I'm going to go ahead and run this over the Pokemon Red with the fiberglass pen. It does look like there's some kind of like deep, almost unseen corrosion on it, or junk, whatever you want to call it. Some kind of nastiness on the pins. So I'm going to just hit it with that, make sure that that is 110% not the issue before I continue on that. I'm just suspicious because 2 Game Boys not reading the game every single time, a little weird. Hey, Minecrafting, long time no see. Good mech games on the 3DS. God, I feel like there was literally just one. Can't remember what it was called now, though. Okay. Let's go ahead and get all of that nastiness right off. What solution is this? This would be isopropyl alcohol.
Looking good, Cody.
Thanks, Fly My Boy. Appreciate the sub, too. Alright, let's try it out. That might have been the issue. Possibly. Maybe a combination of the two. Alright, so we got no lines on the screen. Let's test out button functions. Ah, buttons aren't functioning quite right. Yeah, that's an easy fix though. So start and select aren't working quite right, but the other buttons feel good. So let's go ahead and open her up. get that taken care of. I'm going to replace this entire outer shell. Follow me. We'll go see what we have in the back. It's just so yellow. Is that Final Fantasy Legend? No, that was Pokemon Red. Yeah, right, Fonts? The whole thing is great. No Retrobrite? No, I'm not using Retrobrite. I'm going to replace the outer shell. I'll show you what we got in the back. That's what we're working on right now. We do have a Retrobrite system, but if I was to do that right now, that would involve leaving it like overnight and stuff, and I wouldn't really be able to tend to it right now. But here we are. That's a really nice looking shell. I'll go ahead and take that, or if I have one of these that's already been gutted, that one looks pretty good. Yeah, let's take... Ooh, what about that one? I'm trying to find like the crappiest one. Okay. Ooh, this one's already... That one looks pretty good. I'll take that. Perfect. Alright. In addition to that, I will need a new lens. There they are. Perfect. Alrighty. Let's get started. Hey, thank you for the Prime sub. Minecrafting. Why Fox in the back? That we don't want him up front? I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand you guys' questions. Why not? A backplate? No, this backplate looks... maybe. Yeah, maybe I should find a backplate also. I thought this looked pretty good. See if I have one readily available. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's go ahead and open her up. Let's see, it looks like Phillips. Alright. I'm going to use this half a Pokemon as our little screw tray for now. Yes, you can reverse the yellowing. Look up Retrobrite. Yes, Zythron, it does re-yellow. Yes, it does weaken the plastic. I think we've covered every point about the yellowing now. Every single time a yellow console comes up on stream, we go through the 6 talking points of consoles being yellow. What causes it? How do you fix it? I've heard of hydrogen peroxide. I think we've hit them all now. All right. Oh, there's a new one. Variation, bring in the variation. How do you make your consoles more yellow? Good question. I like spray paint, personally. There we go. Oh, a highlighter. That's smart. It's going to be a lot less toxic than spray paint. Oh, man, when the guys were in here, or the guy and his girlfriend were in here painting the mural in the front, it was all done with spray paint, by the way. Has anyone not seen the mural yet? Anyone not seen the mural? Oops. So, they were painting the mural in the front, right? And you haven't. Forte EXE. Well, I'll show you, just for you, buddy. As my longest Twitch supporter. I must show you Forte Fox. Yeah, so they were doing that all with paint, and like, yeah, a little bit of it, I was starting to feel a little lightheaded, honestly. But, it aired out pretty quick. Alright, let's swap out the terminals here, because the terminals on the new shell that we got are really nasty. I think these ones might be fixable, though. Let's take a look at them. Yeah, those should be fixable. Oops. Yeah, cool. There we go. Alright, let's take a break from this repair and answer some common questions. Someone is asking, what's the most expensive game in the store? Let's go find out. I actually don't know right now. It changes pretty often, you know? Expensive usually means in demand or extremely rare, and it means people will come rushing in for it. The other day we had a test market, Rob, right? Test market Rob the Robot Deluxe Kit for the original Nintendo, and super duper 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 rare. Our friend Dakin, a frequent viewer of the stream, he was able to pick it up, luckily, but he almost had to fight for it. There's a lot of demand, it seems. All right. Yep, I'm on my way right now, Hippo. All right. Most expensive game in the store right now. Let's find out. Here's our rare case. All right. Currently, the most expensive game I see is Ys 5. Oh, nope. Super Smash TV in the original box for $170. New champion is Balloon Fight back there for $200 in the original box. But that's nothing. There's got to be something more expensive. And there it is, Undertale on the Vita. $220, the collector's edition of Undertale. Physical release. Alright, $220 is our new champion. See if we find anything more expensive. Nothing yet. Lots of cool stuff, but nothing yet. Oh, new champion over here. We have Camp California for the Turbo Graphics. I sure hope that's not the most expensive game, because it is a frequently asked question. What's the most expensive game? And I would hate to say Camp California, because that answer will not suffice. Nobody will accept that answer. Like, what? Hey, get a load of this. This is sick. So this is a Mortal Kombat 2 control pad, and it has like different button layouts that you use cartridges in the back of the controller, and that's how you switch like between characters. Isn't that cool? So there's like a Scorpion cartridge, and you put it in there, and it changes the button layout to be better for Scorpion. It's freaking cool, and it comes with 3 cartridges. All right, our current champion is Camp California at $300. Oh no, I think that might be the most expensive one right now. Oh man. It is. Lame. Well, sorry guys. The most expensive thing in the store right now is $300, and it's Camp California. Or this Super NES Super Set. That one's $350. Alright, anyway, here's the mural people were asking about. Made by @OneLoveDesign on Instagram. Pretty cool. Oh, something that was $320. Oh, you're right. That was yeah, I think it was Super Turrican on the Super Nintendo. I forgot about that. Yeah, I really like the art. It came out so good. When did the AKB PSP sell? Who could say? I don't really keep track of when each and every item sells. But I will say, before yesterday. A while ago. Who knows? It's not here now. Okay. Star Wars 360 system was $250 in the original box. Spirit of the Day, man. Thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Alright, let's get back to finishing up this repair. Wait, that SNES game was $320. Yeah, I said that. The title is Super Turrican. Thanks, Pablo Feet. How many stores do I own? I own 2 stores. Both of them are located in Seattle, Washington. Okay, cool. Get... 1 sec. Cool. I just sprayed this down with some Windex. And then I'm going to scrub this guy with the sharp bristles. Alright, let's wipe him down and air him out. Yeah, Hippo, it's really cool, right? Spiker, thank you very much for the follow. Nice to meet you. Welcome. My name's Cody. Your favorite game at Pink Girl is Ikaruga. We don't actually have that game right now. It's a shocker, I know. We usually have it, but... Solo man running the store. No, we have several employees. I think 7 or 8 people work here. That's right, Hippo. There was only posters there before, and they were pretty irritating, you know. They'd get knocked out, or they'd get, like, ripped down, or the wind would blow them down, or whatever, they get nasty over time. Although we are going to have to keep up on the artwork. What kind of trades do I do? Do you do trades? Yeah, we buy and sell retro video games and new video games. So we do trade-ins for video games. Do I want more stores? No, I'm pretty content with 2. I think I'm good. Hey Bruce, the Game Boy is not really broken, it's just too ugly to sell, so we're putting it in a really nice shell. That rhymed. What happened to the Texas store? Well, I never opened one. What happened to my ambition of opening a Texas store? Changed my mind. So no more Texas. Yes, I am not opening a store in Texas, that's true. Where do we source our inventory? Most of it is trade-ins. I occasionally purchase people's stores or booths at conventions when available, but yeah, no, we don't purchase anything off eBay or internet sites. I don't know. Yeah. Lucky for us, just our store. Hadn't I purchased a home there in Texas? No. I don't know where you got that idea. Yeah, you're nuts. What is your favorite little rascal? I don't know. Only one I remember is Spanky, so him, I guess. Man, there's a lot of confusion going on. Just don't worry about where I have homes or what stores I'm opening. Point is, we're fixing a Game Boy. How much for GameCube? There's a question that's more relevant. GameCubes are $90. They come with one controller and all the cables. And with our systems, of course, we clean and test them all. But also, you're only going to get a first-party controller with your system as opposed to a third-party one. I would hate that. You don't want a player 2 controller as your player 1 controller, do you? How much GameCube do I have? Good question. About an ounce. It's a felony to carry an ounce of GameCube. Come and get me. Alright, so if you remember earlier, this Game Boy here at the start and select buttons weren't working quite right. So, that now. Ooh, they're coming clean. How much is an ounce of GameCube? That would be $90 also. Hey, Meter Maid player.
Well, hello there.
Hey, thanks a lot for the sub. Appreciate it. Excuse me, sorry. Mild burp there. Collecting Wall Street Kid, yep. I think we counted and I have about 100. DMGs these days, Captain Classic asks. They are $60. We just did our first price increase on it in a very long time, from 50 to 60. Oh boy. We've got a donation message, I think.
Hey, is this Cody Spencer of Pink Gorilla Games?
Yep.
Yes, cause this is a one-sir paralyzed poster. Yeah, I'm calling to see how much GameCube you are have. And if you do have GameCube, how much cube could the GameCube cube if the GameCube could play games?
Oh boy, I think the machine broke there. Thanks for the $1 postie. Alright, this thing should be extremely responsive now. Yeah, you really confused the TTS there. Alright, ew, it's a little nasty in there. Let's get that cleaned out a bit. You want a backlit DMG, but they're expensive. Yeah, they are expensive. The kit's really easy to install, but it's kind of expensive. Minecrafting asked, how much will you pay for Wall Street Kids? I'm sorry, we don't give trade-in values over the internet or the phone. You'll have to come in with your copy of whatever you're wanting to sell, and we can get you a quote for it in store. Alright, so these buttons have some nastiness on their edges. We're going to clean that all out. Eventually, this Game Boy is going to be together. There's just a lot of cleaning. You know, so much of retro game repairs is just cleaning stuff. Yeah, GameCube, 5 pounds? That doesn't seem right. It's gotta be like 1 pound, dude. Those things are super light. Alright. Well, that is looking pretty darn good. Alright, pop that in. Do I accept donations of Wall Street Kid cards? I can't stop you from sending anything to Pinkerilla Games in Seattle, Washington. Alright. Go. It's all coming together. Alright. Put the D-pad in. Put the D-pad silicone cover there. Put this guy on. Oops. Beautiful. Next we got the start select buttons. And then we're just going to clean up this screen. It's just got a bunch of magic fairy dust on it. Alright. Alright, got it. Now let's put like a couple screws in. Beautiful. Where's my cleansing machine? That would be in the back of the store. I've been to Kelsey's YouTube channel. She hasn't posted in years. Yeah, so she made such great videos too, right? But she just decided she didn't really like it very much. That it wasn't really for her. That was a really long time ago, though. And that was about the time she caught on to the Video Game History Foundation, and that was where her passion really lied. So she always mentioned she hated editing videos. She really liked the researching part of the videos, but hated actually putting a video together. So she found, you know, the Video Game History Foundation, which helped the idea is to help make the research process easier for everybody. And yeah, YouTube was just really not her thing. It's not for everyone, you know. It seems like everybody wants to be a YouTuber, but no, not everyone. How come I don't do YouTube? I don't really like doing YouTube. I don't know. I also don't want to be a YouTuber. I do have Earthworm Joe, viewer of the stream, who edits together clip compilations, and then I put those on YouTube, but they don't do very well. So I can't imagine if I did something, it would do much better. Fizzy Elf, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Oh, I said I was just going to do one screw, but I ended up doing all of them. Well, this better work. And I'm missing the battery terminals. Oops, shit. Oh, whoops, I put that in the wrong spot. Whoops, idiot. There we go, that was a close one. There we go. Beautiful. You got a lot of questions, Craft Towers. You're just rattling them off. Customers we get in a day. I don't know. We don't really count. Enough to keep us in business. I would say in this store, there's never not at least one, more consistently two groups of customers. So, you know, like usually, not usually, frequently, people will come in little groups, you know, 2 or 3 people. So there's usually at least, I would say, 2 people here. Almost never nobody here. Or 2 groups, whatever. So that many. There we go. Alright, it's looking good so far. The Game Boy's looking way cleaner. You think this one needs extra whitening? I think it's acceptable. I'm not going to whiten this one anymore. Hey, Clearlight. Nice to see you, as always. Craft Towers asks, where do you get your inventory from? We get our inventory from trade-ins, mostly. People sell us their video games. That sounds really annoying, Cosmic Voyager. I think actually we do have a door chime. It's not going to be the most accurate because, you know, sometimes people will hang out in the front and that will rattle it off several times. But cool. Looks like select works great, start works good. Helix Fossil consulted. Cool, we're all good. But yeah, I don't know, you know, there are, I'm part of, I probably talked this to death, but I'm part of a video game business owners Facebook group, right? And these guys will they'll talk about, you know, their store experiences and stuff. And there's always a couple guys in there who are obsessed with metrics. They're constantly talking about, like, oh, you know, this month versus this last year, we had this many customers enter the store and they stayed for an average of this many minutes. And you're like, what the man, you're wasting a lot of time looking over all those stats. Like, what do you... I guess maybe it is useful, but I think it's probably more useful for me to just fix a Game Boy that a customer would like to purchase than bemoaning various stats, you know? Do I know how to solder? Yes, I do. I learned it in high school. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Matt Cat. Maybe that's good on, like, a giant, you know, Best Buy or something. Maybe. But for a little place like us, I don't think it's very useful to pay attention to tiny little stats like that. How many people entered, and blah, blah, blah. Lobster Shaver over here correcting his spelling as if his question is even worth it. How many employees do we have? I believe we have 7. And we're hiring one more. Ta-da! Looks pretty good, right? One last step we need to do. You're cool, SGB. Yeah. If we, I don't know. I feel like if we had, if we were having like issues, if we were having like financial issues or business issues, and then you started consulting like small things like that, I think, yeah, you're already kind of gone. Like little things aren't going to save you, you know? That's like an optimization thing. Trying to get this without scratching the lens. Oh, he's almost up. He's got to be really gentle. A little bit more. Got it! Okay, cool. Watch this. There we go. Alright, this is pretty satisfying. How are you sus? I think you're sus just because you're asking questions as fast as possible without any response to the answers. Alright, check this out. Ooh, baby. That is a really pretty one. All right. We did it. Whoops. Is that Game Boy's first handheld? The Nintendo? What? All right, cool. So that's all taken care of. Let's see what else we have in this giant bin over here. Whoa! Alright, let's unplug the soldering iron. All right. Thanks, Doug Gazette. Repair total. Oh yeah, I kind of stopped keeping track. Let's see here. So, plus 110, plus, I'm going to say 5 for the battery, plus 60. We're at $320 worth of fixed stuff so far. Aw, thanks, Blazeburn. That's nice of you to say. So yeah, we fixed 2 DMGs. Here, let me show you the things we fixed this evening. So, our handheld case is really going to be stacked for a minute. This is perfect for the holiday time. So, we have a pretty nice looking Game Boy. We have small 3DS original. We have an extremely nice looking Game Boy, like brand new, never been used Game Boy. And then we simply replaced a battery and a copy of Pokemon Red. So, pretty darn productive night so far. I think what I'm going to do next, and this is probably going to turn a lot of people off, honestly, but it needs to get done, is 360 controllers. Oh yeah, let's actually do the shopping sessions. Hey everybody, did you know the only way to buy from Pink Gorilla digitally online is one of two ways. You can save up 50,000 channel points and you get 5 minutes to go shopping through our store anywhere you like. I will be your personal shopping surrogate. Take the camera around. You say, Cody, I want to look at the rare case. I'll run over to the rare case. You can buy anything you like, consoles included. So, Super Shano redeemed 50,000 channel points, so they're going to do a personal shopping session. Also, I believe the Ethan Turtle. The Ethan Turtle, yes, he also has a 5-minute personal shopping session. Rad Taz, thank you for the 7 months. No, you did not miss kickflips, nor will I be doing them tonight because I left my skateboard at home. So, let's see. Let's do shopping sessions. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, grab some water, grab my keys, grab scissors, and then we'll do it. Okay, guys? So, 2-minute break. Be right back. Do we want to look at BRB screens while I take a quick break? I'm not going to be gone very long. I don't know why I'm even asking. I should just get on it. You guys want to look at BRB clips? You can see the before and after of Fat and Skinny Cody. Alright, I'm going to go intentional BRB, so it's going to say connection interrupted. That was on purpose. I'll be right back. Oh my. So, there you go.
Tell us about the time one of your employees put a disc upside down in the disc resurfacer.
It was one time! It was one time!
You're right, it was one time in the company's history.
No! How convenient. You're like following this guy with your camera.
Yep.
How convenient. Get your whole setup on your whole camera crew.
Oh, yeah.
That's really convenient.
What do you mean?
I don't know, it's just kind of funny. You got your whole camera crew.
I think she thinks we're a conspiracy.
I think it's funny.
Okay. What's up?
I think it's just pretty interesting how you have this whole setup right here.
Oh, yeah. I don't know exactly what she was upset about, but I think it's interesting too, like the technology behind live streaming. Very interesting. LRT technology is pretty awesome. Tell me a joke.
You want a joke? Go look in the mirror.
I ain't taking that from a donkey.
Sure, that's what you say, but how do you really feel? What did you wake me up for? I was having a nightmare about dragons. Get it? Nightmare.
Oh, hey there, Donkey Kong. What do you got there? Oh, Sunset Riders? Damn, that's a really good game. I want to make sure it's real, though. You know, I don't think I'll ever run into you ever again, Donkey Kong, and there's no way to identify you. Let me just bust out my handy-dandy bootleg buddy. You don't mind, right? Right? Alright, let's try to open this thing up and... Wait, what the fuck? These screws are plastic? Wait a minute! This is fake! Fuck you, Donkey Kong! They almost ripped me off. Thank God I had my bootleg buddy. I've never heard of somebody opening, like... Have you guys ever got a brand new game and it didn't work out of the package? I did. It was called Cyberpunk. But besides that, it's never happened before. The original BioShock. Oh, that's a reprinted cover. Wait, what the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no.
Oh. Ow. Damn it. Sorry. One sec. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Ow. I really drank that Coke really wrong. Oh. Oh. Damn, that hit me really weird. Alright. Jeez. Alright, we're back. Alright, everybody. Hey, Ethan Turtle. We're doing a roll call real quick, fellas. We got Ethan Turtle and Super Shano. I do see Super Shano is here. How about you, Ethan Turtle? Here and ready is Super Shano. Good to hear. Let's do you. Oh, and Ethan's here. Awesome. All right, let's get started. We're going to do Super Shano because they sound real excited to go. So here we are. Let's pull up 5 minutes. Activate. You're on, Super Shano. What can I get for you? Rare case OG Game Boy Advance. Okay. Let's go see what we got for you. I see one OG Game Boy Advance. Are you sure you don't want the AGS 101? Or, excuse me, the regular SP over here? That is a 001. There he is, hiding in the back. It was hiding from you, Super Shano. It didn't want to go home with you, but we've tamed it. Your new GBA is good to go, bud. Alright, what else can I get for you? You're planning on modding. Cool. What else can I get for you? I'm just going to look at some other rare games while we're waiting. I like this Adventures of Batman and Robin. My voice sounds different? I just hit puberty. I'm really proud of it. Ooh, Etrian Odyssey 2 Untold. Ooh, I do want to play that. Please don't buy that one. Still rare case Game Boy Advance games. Well, I think they're in the back right now. I need to get them out. But we have Advance Wars 2 and... Wow, we have 3 copies of Pokemon Red? Yeah, that's all we have at the moment. It's just because the rest of it is not lost. Lost is the wrong word, but it's in the back somewhere. And we need to get it out. We need to get it out for sale again. Anything else, Super Shano? Is my chat busted, or...? Okay, he wants red. You got it. I got your Pokemon Red right here, bud. The Brad Pitt of retro gaming scene. What does that mean? Not rare Game Boy games? You got it. I like him. He's cool. I'll take that. He was in Fight Club. I want to see Fight Club again. The games are just really spread out right now until we get all of the rest of the Emerald City games out. Anything else for you, Super Shano? Feels like we're on a delay or something. Feel awkward. I don't know what to do. I know. Let me know when you want to do something, Super Shana. Oh, Analog Pockets are shipping tomorrow? Hell yeah. I got a couple of those coming in the mail. Use Switch. Alright, you got it. Oh, damn. Hey, Mystic, thank you for the 24 months. Thank you very much, Mystic. And your timer is up. If you have any last words, Super Shano, thank you very much for the 5-minute personal shopping session. And they say, dibs DS. You mean you want to see DS games? Your time is up, unfortunately. All right, guys, a round of applause for Super Shano. Let's see what they got on their 5-minute personal shopping session. Super Shano picked up a Game Boy Advance and a copy of Pokemon Red. All right. Next up, we have Ethan the Turtle. 1 second. My backpack is messed up. There we go. Fixed. All right. The Ethan Turtle. What up, man? Let's do this. So, 5 minutes. Start. All right, you're on. What can I get for you? The Ethan Turtle. Rare case Flint Hook. You got it. Alrighty. Flint Hook acquired. What's next? Then PS4. Damn, he's on it. Or did you want to look at Rare Case PS4? Whoa, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. It's a real good one. And then the Rare Case PS4. That's right, it's Day of the Yorha edition. I forget what the additional content is, though. Nier's one of those games that seem like it shouldn't have additional, like, story or mission content. Maybe some silly costumes for your android waifu. PS3 R section. Okay. I know what you're looking for. Resident Evil 6. Oh, Rapala Pro Bass Fishing. Just the battle arena? Oh, I remember that. Is that really all it added? Oh, racket sports. That's what he's looking for. Can I interest you in Cha-Cha Amigo? Ooh. Is that for Dreamcast? I believe that's for PS1, actually. What the hell is this? Oh! Wait. Wait, what the fuck? Oh! What? It's an Xbox exercising machine. Oh, what the hell? Game track controller. Neat. Interesting. Any amiibo? Yes, sir. Sorry, I've got a bunch of stuff covering the top, so it's kind of dark. And we got a bunch of amiibo over here. Oh, we sold the Joker amiibo. Danky Kang, you got it. I'll get him in a minute. You remember when amiibos were only 10? I don't. And we are done. That's for Real World Golf. Oh, cool. All right, everybody, give it up for the Ethan Turtle. Oh yeah, did you only get... I'm trying to remember what you got. You got Flint Hook, and you got a Donkey Kong amiibo? Alright. Oh, Biznot is challenging next. Alright, here's what... excuse me. Here's what the Ethan Turtle picked up on their personal shopping session. Donkey Kong amiibo, brand new, Japanese, and a copy of Flint Hook for the Nintendo Switch. Shauna 64. One moment. Alright, I got Super Shauna over here. And then we will grab the Ethan Turtle. Conky Donk. All right, and I believe our last personal shopper of the night is our friend Biznot. Awesome, let's do it. Molly Three Fingers, thank you for the follow. Zombie Slayer and Fizzy Elf, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome. All right, Biznot, you ready, bud? I assume you're ready. You redeemed it. GBA NA. You want to see North American GBA games? Now is not the time to do that. I really don't have much to show. But alright. Let's do it. Five minutes started. Let's go. I have just a couple in this case. Atari Anniversary Advance, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls, Mega Man Battle Network 3, Nickelodeon SpongeBob SquarePants video, Super Mario Advance 4, which is Super Mario Bros. 3, and Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist. Then we got a bunch of some shovelware, some not shovelware games up here. The rest of them are still packed up from Emerald City. I just gotta find them and I can get them out kind of quick, but I don't know when that will be. I thought tonight I better stop unpacking from Emerald City because you guys have got to be sick of it. Hey, Goonfella. Yeah, man, I had a great time at my first NHL game. I've been to several minor league games. I used to see this team called the Winterhawks down in Portland all the time. That was pretty fun, but yeah, I loved it. I want to go again. Thunderbirds WHL team? No, I've never heard of that. GT Advance, Pinoby, Hulk, and Sum of All Fears. You got it? Let's see. I'm going to set the camera down for a second. Okay, GT Advance, Hulk. What else did we get there? Pinoby, and Sum of All Fears. All right, you are set, bud. Anything else for you, Biznot? Oh, then Game Boy, he says. All right, awesome. Hey, Elevated Steam. Yeah, we're doing great. I'm doing great. I hope the chat's doing well. NES wall. NES wall looks like it was just redone today. It's looking very fresh. We should have a bunch more NES games tomorrow? Yeah, we have a pending trade-in in the back that just needs to be completed. That's right, these games are sealed fresh for your enjoyment. It's funny, you almost missed that he has an NES controller in his hands right there. Cobra Command, you got it. Come back for that in a minute. Most expensive game in the store right now is called Camp California. No, it's called Super Turrican for the Super Nintendo. It's $320. Your time is up, Biznot. Thank you very much for the personal shopping session. Everybody, give it up for Biznot. I'll just need a brief minute to collect his items. concludes our personal shopping sessions for tonight. If you'd like to get in on a personal shopping session, save up 50,000 channel points and you can try again tomorrow. We do 3 every night. They haven't been selling out very quickly lately, so you don't need to like rush in at the very beginning of the stream or anything. Just save up your points and redeem them. So, everybody, let's see what Biznot picked up on their 5-minute personal shopping session. Biznot picked up a copy of The Sum of All Fears, Pinot Bee, The Incredible Hulk, GT Advance, and Cobra Command. That's right, I am off tomorrow. Well, we'll see what I'm up to tomorrow. I might surprise you. The only way to find out is to join the Discord. Alright, so... let's see, there's that. Or follow me on Instagram. Those would be the 2 methods of knowing. I've been doing lots of mildly interesting stuff on Instagram. I would check it out. I did skateboard tricks today. It was fun. Alright guys, so I have another repair here that I found while I was in the back. It is a Game Boy Color. I actually don't know what is wrong with this besides that it needs a new lens. Lens as opposed to screen might be a little confusing. This plastic little bit right here that protects the actual screen itself is really easy to replace. And I think at the quantity I've purchased them, they're only like 50 cents or something like that. So replacing that will be a cake, or a piece of cake, and it will look way, way nicer. Being a cake itself would be a massive pain in the butt. It would take a lot of time to do. Anyway, so let's go ahead and test the whole thing out, see what's happening, and yeah, let's do it. Yeah, business owners never have a day off, that's for sure. Alrighty. So, ooh. Oh, cool. Volume does work. Alright, so we got that. Let's test it with this copy of Pokemon Red. Bozo Rock, thank you very much for the follow. And Darul, thank you for the follow. Welcome, guys. Cool. Seems the only thing we need to do is clean up this Game Boy and also replace the lens. So let's get on it. How easy is the Switch Lite screen cover to replace? I don't know. I haven't done that before. Alright, let's get on it. So, first thing we're going to do... should I open this? It's going to increase the time to fix it by a lot, but I think it's going to be worth it to open it. Oh well. Have you Mario Land 2? Have I? Yes. Yes, I have. Alright, so this will take a tri-wing screwdriver.
There we are. Should we do hand camera, or should we stick like this? What do you guys think? Least favorite console or system to repair? Probably the Game Gear. Typically with the Game Gear, you need to do a full cap replacement, and that takes quite a bit of time, and it's pretty easy to do wrong if you're inexperienced. So that's pretty annoying. Also, it's not a very popular system, so if you do fix one, it might sit around the store for a while. So all that time and effort you put into it is just kind of not appreciated all that much. Yeah, boy, wow. I'm glad I opened this up. If you need to do a screen cap replacement, does the screen look all jacked up? No. Sorry, I'm super confused by that question. Why would the screen look jacked up? I can't think of an instance of that on any system where replacing the capacitors makes the screen look messed up. I've only seen it make it look better or the same. Alright. Yes, Goonfella, yes. Alright. Alright, cool. So, let's clean this guy all out. No, Treddy Bear. That doesn't sound like fixing. Before replacing the screen lights up, but it just has weird pixel colors everywhere. Yeah, so that wouldn't be fixing anything. That would be breaking something. So yeah, if you break it, it will be broken. What's causing the red ring? Too much heat. What is the fix? Less heat. I would just look it up, man. It's a long explanation. Alright. Ta-da! Alright, next we need a Phillips screwdriver. Oof. What the hell? Recapping on Amazon Echo. How did that happen? Alright, so as long as we've opened it already, we're going to go ahead and clean out the button inputs. Alright. There's one dead bug inside of here. Seems there was a spill along the edges, so it's taking a while to get that all cleaned up. Yeah, sure glad I opened this guy up. It's not really necessary for replacing the lens, but I just wanted to make sure it was really squeaky clean on the inside. That's right, Nordic Impact. Yeah, happens sometimes.
The worst, I think, was the 64 that had the dead cockroach infestation in it, and it was so bad that it actually altered the contrast or something. It made everything appear kind of yellow. It messed with the colors of the 64's display. Really amazing. Everything just looked like it was smudged. Really weird. Screen itself out. Hold on. Come on, little buddy. Come on out. Come on out. Don't be shy. Don't be shy now. It is being extremely shy. I'm going to go ahead and approach it from the other direction. But first, let's clean those button inputs. There we go. There we go. Now it's looking good. Okay, cool. So, now this is probably my favorite system to work on. The Game Boy Color. I can fix pretty much any issue they throw at me. Found very few Game Boy Colors I wasn't able to work on. Oh wow, Super Sad. I'm really surprised to hear that. Because, I mean, I guess the Amazon Echo isn't the newest device in the world, but certainly new enough for capacitors to not need replacements. Spiders? Yeah, I have seen dead spiders inside of a GameCube. So we have a couple famous bug-infested systems. The Spider Cube, the Roach 64, and then the Roach PS4. The Roach PS4 was the worst of them. If you're squeamish, you're not going to like this. Stefan the Human, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So, the Roach 64, I was trying to find out whether or not we could simply kill all of the roaches inside, or excuse me, the Roach PS4. I was trying to see if we could get rid of the roaches, you know, instead of throwing away an entire PS4. But no. It was a deep infestation, totally nasty everywhere on the inside. And here's the worst part. While I was finding this out, I blew some air into the console, and out came, the air blew in, it's got to go somewhere. It blew back out, and it blew out a ton of roaches all over my face. Disgusting. So nasty. Alright. Yo, KE15 Corolla. Thank you very much for the 16 months. Appreciate it, bud. Alright, this Game Boy Color is really shaping up. Lastly, we're going to replace that lens. I gotta go grab one from the back. I'll be right back. Oops, I forgot to grab the lens. I just put away the thing I walked back there with. When you walk through doors, you tend to forget what you're doing. we go. Alright, so we've ripped the old lens off. Damn it, did I grab a DMG lens? I just was not paying attention. Alright, I'm on a mission this time. I'm going to pay attention the entire time. Grab a Game Boy Color lens. It's not rocket surgery. Nice Dunky Frunky. Cool, dude. That was an accident. I just wasn't paying attention. I just walked back there and grabbed the first thing I saw. Sorry. It's getting late. I'm kind of spacing out a little bit. How often do people come and ask for Intellivision in all caps games? Not very often. Yeah, it does look like BMO, doesn't it? Yeah, Intellivision isn't the most popular section. What'll usually happen is there'll be one guy who's like really collecting them, and he'll purchase all of our Intellivision stuff. Not all of it, but like a big hefty chunk of it, you know? Next con or expo? Well, one I'm attending is called MagFest, and that's in January. As for the store, where we'll be selling things, if SakuraCon happens, I believe that will be the next one, and that would typically be in April. Yeah, I have one Wonder Swan, just a normal one. PRG happening? If it happened, it would be all the way towards like August or October, right? So I'm not sure yet. We haven't announced anything yet. I sure hope so. It's everyone's favorite. What's the state of COVID here? I don't know. I haven't paid attention to that in a long time. You do have to wear masks, and then you have to have a vaccine card to go pretty much anywhere. Yeah. Where's Kelsey been? At home? She's never on this stream. Very rare treat when we get Kelsey stopping by. Although she should be here on Wednesday. We're having our big shopping sales stream on Wednesday. Don't forget it. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff. Ta-da! It's a good-looking Game Boy Color, huh? Yay, NM John's gonna be there. Wait, yeah. There will be PSP games, absolutely. We don't sell batteries, no, Babine. Hey, Monkey Harris, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Alright, looking good. Yo, Ben S, thank you for the big boy sub. Tier 2 Ben S. Thank you very much, bud. Appreciate the sub, sir. Whoop. 13 months, damn.
Big boy hypes kill the hypers.
Thank you very much, dude. Ta-da! Alright, let's go ahead and just double test a game real quick and then we'll be good. Man, it looks so good. Whoops. Ta-da! Alright, that's another system fixed up. What a productive night. E-Man! Yo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, E-Man. Yeah, I don't know where that person is. Unfortunately, they're stuck in the dark on that Pokemon game, so I can't hardly tell. Alright, cool. Next, let's see. What else do we have to work with? I am not going to tackle this guy tonight. This guy's a big project. And I am getting tired. Let's see. I guess I'm not going to need this TV after all. There are quite a few Wii remotes. I guess we could use those. We only have 2 out for sale right now. Let's see. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, damn. All my joints are popping like crazy. Alright, awesome. Let's see. What should we tackle next? We do have a trade-in we could process. What do you guys think about that? I kind of feel like I should leave it for the people here tomorrow. So they have something to work on that's, like, readily apparent. Oh, why don't we... Okay, I know I said we were done with this, but what do you guys think about Emerald City? Okay, here we go. We have a couple options of what to take on next, folks. Here we go. I'm kind of cool with whichever. ECC unpack. 360 controller repair. Process that trade. Two minutes on the poll. Get your voice heard, fellas. I'm going to put away things we will not need no matter what the rest of the night, so, yeah. Stay cool. Get your vote in now. The poll should be up for everybody. If it's not, refresh your page or something. Ooh. I do not, Maddie. Dibs on ECC. No dibs on ECCC. But we will have a really big Wednesday shopping sale. Get your vote in, fellas. Alright, 360 controller repair wins. Let's do it. What is ECCCC? It is Emerald City Comic Con. Alright, let's get started on some 360 controller repairs. The first thing to do is going to be to select proper controllers. The best, most efficient thing to do is going to be to grab controllers that already look pretty nice, but just need sticks fixed. Because fixing a stick on a 360 controller is really easy. So let me go grab a couple from the back, and also I need to grab our dongle for the PC. So just a moment. Alright, here I got two 360 controllers that look pretty darn good, but their sticks are looking pretty nasty. So here's what it looks like. As you can see here, it's become pretty dull and worn down and warped. So I got a controller tester here. This will allow us to actually connect it to the PC. And you can go to, I believe it's, what is it called? Control Gamepad Tester. This is gamepad-tester.com. It's got an automatic application for testing these controllers. So, oh yeah, I need battery backs, and then these should be good to go. Zero for asks, any common problems you encounter with pre-owned Wii U's? Yeah, a couple of them we've run into have been locked, I think due to like people attempting mods or something. So one thing you always want to check is whether or not the system can still connect to Nintendo's eShop. If it can't, that means it's banned. I forget the error code, but you can look it up on Google. Anywho, the other common issue I find is issues with the gamepad itself, which is a huge problem because it's required to actually use the Wii U. And any number of things could go wrong with the gamepad. Luckily, the gamepad is pretty modular. You can replace just about any part on it, but it is not fun to work on. Not fun at all. If you have a damaged screen, I would say the cost of the screen plus the repair means basically the entire unit's useless. That's not true, but what I mean by that is like the common consumer who's going to purchase it, I just straight up wouldn't purchase it because it's going to cost just that same amount of money just to get it fixed. Like, let's say you're buying it for $100 from a friend and they're like, oh, it totally works, but the screen's messed up. Or like $50 from a friend. Oh, it totally works, but the screen's messed up. Probably not worth it just because it's required. It's considered the gamepad a part of the console, and getting that part fixed is going to cost you as much as just getting one from a store or on eBay or whatever. So don't fall into that trap. So let's see. All right, let's go ahead and pair this up. I can't see who has the most channel points. Purple, thank you for the follow, and also Minty Fresh 2021, thank you for the follow. All right, cool. So this one has stick drift. We're not going to deal with this one right now. Stick drift is an issue that I can fix, but it's pretty time consuming, and I don't have a whole lot more time tonight. I'd rather just get a couple that are good to sell. There we go. Cool. Looks like we have a good to go controller, except, of course, we will need to replace the thumbsticks. The thumbsticks are really nasty on there, and some of the buttons are a little crusty, so we're going to fix that as well. We'll switch to hand channel mode here in just a second. First thing you're going to need is I believe it's T8? I think T8 is the size of the Torx screwdriver you need. Oops. Is that incorrect? Is it bigger? T8 or a T10? What is that? I can't really see. It's kind of... seems like the lettering is kind of worn off. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You'll figure it out. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and switch to hand channel mode. That'll probably be more interesting than this view, huh? Okay. Hey, there we go. All right, in we go. Never heard of it, Yubi. Yeah, you like that art? Friend of the store, Pebbles, made that for me. Petrodactus on Twitch. And this was commissioned by Ubernoob, who made the mat and everything. Thank you to Ubernoob again. Alright, we're going to pull these suckers off. I'm going to clean up all of the button inputs. We're going to blow out the sticks. Move this guy out of the way. We don't need him anymore. We're going to pour out all of the buttons. There they go. Alrighty. See how the buttons get all this dirt deep on the inside? So the amount of the button you see is about that much, but all of that is there. And when this gets sticky, it makes it harder to press. We'll also need to clean the shaft, or is that the right word? Whatever. The hole where the button goes. And then there you go. It's right next to you. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know. Oh, at the graduate? Yeah, sorry, I'm not really a coffee drinker. No offense, I'm sure it's great. I saw you use Windex. What's the other solvent used to clean hardware? I like to just use Windex. I don't know, all sorts of other stuff. Sorry to be a little indifferent about the answer, Dr. Poison. I get asked about the various chemicals we use to clean consoles constantly, and everyone has a different opinion about them. So, I really don't like talking about it very much. I would say of all the things I get frequently asked on here, that is definitely the most frequent. What are the various chemicals you use in which situations? And it's just such a big answer, you know? It's easy when someone asks, oh, do you own this place? Yes. Boom, done. But, yeah. Do I have a Duke controller? Yes. See, it's easy. Is it okay to sniff chemicals? Generally, no. Some of them are okay, though. Hey, Seahawks. Convention went really good. Actually, it went terrible. I don't know why I said that. My instinct is to be positive, but yeah, the Emerald City was really not good. Sales were terrible. There was a really low attendance, which wasn't an issue at PAX because we were one of the only people selling things there. But at Emerald City, everybody was selling things, so it was brutal.
New viewer just found the stream an hour ago. This has to be the most chill, relaxing stream to watch. I found and just chatting. Great community, great content. Love the stream.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks for the $5, Spiker. Appreciate it. COVID issue? Are you asking why Emerald City was slow? Is that what you're asking? COVID issue? Better experience for attendees? Yeah, maybe. There weren't. I don't know like what people go to Emerald City for personally, because I've never gone as like an attendee. You know, I'm not as into comic books. If they go for celebrity guests, that definitely wasn't there as much. John Cena was there. That seems like a pretty massive guest, but yeah, there wasn't a whole lot compared to normal. Hey, Walking Bobcat. I couldn't really answer you in a way that would be useful to you. I'd probably watch a YouTube video on that. Did anyone know Emerald City was happening this year? Yeah, that's the real question. No. No, I didn't see a single advertisement for it. Everyone that we mentioned it to said, oh, that's happening? You know, like, I don't think very many people knew it was happening at all. I think you could roll up and just buy tickets for like $10. Alright, so we got this guy. Oh, God. There's so much cleaning to do on this. Unlimited bacon and no more video games, or unlimited games and no games. I don't know. Neither, I guess. I don't really eat bacon, so. Neither. Oh, thoughts on It Takes Two winning Game of the Year? I can't really say anything. Yeah, I can't really say anything because I didn't play that game. But I did watch Ray play it for quite some time. It seemed pretty cool. But, yeah, just looking at, like, the entries this year. Yeah, man. It's pretty clear COVID, like, every one of my tech worker friends, you know, the people who are now just like work from home programmer types, they always say, oh, I'm more effective at home. And at least in the gaming industry, it's pretty clear that that's not the case, or they're having trouble coordinating or something. Something's going on. Someone's bullshitting because, holy crap, the roster of games this year was completely miserable. If those were the best games of the year, it's like, oh, damn. Compare that to like any other year. No offense to It Takes Two, but, you know, compare it to past winners, and you're like, oh, wow. Not a bad year? Really? Dread was cool, Resident Evil 8, Forza Horizon 5, but that one kind of got shelved, right? There's obviously like some sort of bias against racing and sports games. I guess it's pretty understandable because, you know, how much can you innovate on a racing game? But I feel as though this Forza really did innovate for once, and it was just a huge jump. Like if we were ever gonna have a Forza game win Game of the Year, this would have been it. But it wasn't even considered. Yeah, Forza won 3 awards, but like, yeah, I don't know. Super Wet, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Streaming on Christmas or New Year's? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my plans are for those days yet. I probably will on Christmas. We'll see. you guys want to do something really weird, actually, that would be kind of depressing, I think. We could see Las Vegas on Christmas. What do you think about that? That sounds depressing as shit, actually. Maybe not. Sounds fun? No. Christmas is about spending it with the people you love. I like Vegas too, but yeah. Me just by myself on the strip on Vegas? That sounds insanely depressing. I think Vegas on New Year's might be cool, although they can't. I assume they can't do fireworks because the airport's right there. If you're in my shoes, I'd be at the shelter again for Christmas. So yeah, okay. So that's your instinct, right, Mr. Neotrip? But no, yeah, you don't want to. Okay, so sorry. Let me back up. I volunteer at a men's shelter. They help guys get off of drugs and alcohol, and they also feed anybody who wants to come up and get free food, right? So the holidays, Christmas and Thanksgiving, they were telling me, are the only days that people ever volunteer. So I will not be volunteering on Christmas because they already have a bunch of help. So when I showed up on Thanksgiving, they were just like, oh yeah, we don't have shit for you to do. You know, there's too many people here already. So, that's great if, yeah. I'm not going to do it on Christmas because everyone else is going to. I'll continue doing it once a week, just kind of as I have days off. But, yeah, I will not be doing it on Christmas. They're set. They actually told me, they're like, yeah, dude, don't come on Christmas. We're good. Yeah, right, Neotrip? That was a surprise to me, too, at first. You want to see me at the skate park? I'm not that good, Papa Sean. I'm going to try to go a couple more, go a few more times. See if I can get any better. I want to get 360 flips down again. There was a time in my life where I could just pop them suckers off pretty quick, but that was long ago. I think once you kind of get that muscle memory on them, though, they're really easy. And 360 flips look really impressive, but skaters know they're not as impressive as they look. Hey, F-Sync, that's a lot of questions. Let's see. I don't know how long I've ridden it. It is not a Pint or GX. I think it's called XR. But I've ridden it kind of a lot. It's alright. It's too heavy. So if you're like... It's nice if you're just going somewhere. But if you're going somewhere and doing stuff, like let's say you're going to go grocery shopping, it's a pain in the ass because it's really heavy. Analogs for Xbox One controllers. No. Alright, this should hypothetically be a good working 360 controller now. Totally sellable. Brand new stick caps. Let's go ahead and test it real quick. Oops. Whew. Alright, cool. Just making sure I didn't break anything. I'm sure I did not. All the buttons feel good now. Cool. That is a good working controller, fellas. We did it. Oh yes, Savage Quest. You need to replace the analog stick in there. Yeah, it's not fun. We don't do that here, though. See. Oh, I didn't add the Game Boy Color or this controller yet, so let's add those to the repair total for tonight. Where are we sitting here? Good tips on getting the Switch Joy-Con caps back on. Not sure exactly what you mean. Joy-Con caps? Like the stick? Is that what you mean? Plus, let's see, 18 for that controller and 70 for that. We're at $408 fixed. The sticks, what do you mean? I'm not sure how you could not get them back on. They unscrew and then you put them back in and you screw them down. Sorry, I'm not sure what you're referring to. With my experience replacing them, the question doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, BN Motive. But yeah, you just replace it's like one mechanism. So, are you saying like the rubber bit came off the top? Because if that happened, like it's kind of laced through the plastic. So that would mean that the rubber bits have ripped, and you probably just need to replace the entire... Oh, the rubber bit pulled off? Yeah, you just need to replace the whole thing. I don't think you can, like, just fix the rubber. Alright. Controller fixed. I've never heard of someone doing that before. Those are happy yells. What you call woo girls. Sunday night woo girls. They're a little more rare than the Saturday night woo girls. Alright. Oof. Yep, same story, Dio, so you would need to replace the whole thing. Alright, I think I can get at least one more controller. What sort of software do you use to track everything in the store? It's called point-of-sale software called QuickBooks. Alright, we're going to get another 360 controller to replace. Woo girls. Wow, this one here looks brand new. I wonder if it's just untested. We'll have to check this one out. Let's see. Dream It Collectibles, thank you for the gifted sub. Why'd you give it to Zool? Alright. Let's see. That was for landing a kickflip earlier. Oh, no problem. Anytime. Yeah, this controller looks brand new. but it's not working. Oh, it's corroded really bad. Whoa, weird. Alright, we are not addressing that right now. I'm going to grab another one. Hey, got one. Alright, we got another controller from the back, and it also looks brand new. Let's see. Yeah, seems good. Okay. We got one! Hey! Whoops. Yeah, Page Turner, I think so. It's a mix. Sometimes we'll get a trade-in of just like, someone will bring in just like 1,000 controllers, you know? And it's like, bro, I'm not going to go through and test every single one of these controllers and individually price each one. That's going to take 1,000 years. They're not worth all that much money anyway, so we just kind of give a flat rate whether they work or not, and then just throw them in a bin and get to them later. Let's see. Alright. Some flat out work. Most of the time they do not. Alright. Let's grab another controller then. So far we got 2 360 controllers that are good to go. I got another one. It actually doesn't look bad. Let's try it out. It's dirty for sure, but besides that, it doesn't look bad at all. $500 in repairs. Now that would be a pretty productive night. That little brush I just had. There you are. Whew. How many reps did I hit? I don't know. I don't remember. Ooh. I think I switched the weights all the time. Hog W, thank you for the follow. Wait, you didn't follow. Never mind. Fuck that. I meant to say hi. Sorry, I'm getting sleepy, I think. I can't focus anymore. It's 11. Heavy rows for big arms? I think we have a rowing machine, but just rowing. Compound lifts will spur more test production. What does that mean? I am getting sleepy. Prove it. Prove what? I don't understand you guys anymore. I'm gonna stop reading chat. I can't understand anything you guys are saying anymore. There's always a time in the night that happens, and that time is now. Woo! I'm gonna fix this controller and move on. That's my plan. But as long as you guys are here, please remember, we have an exciting thing happening on Wednesday. A big old shopping stream Wednesday at 5 p.m. Maybe special guest Kelsey, maybe she's not going to come. We'll see. She's been just working like crazy lately, so I think I might just ask her not to come so she can like relax a little bit. She's just been going hard as hell, so might call in for a different person as backup. Any discounts? Yeah, I'm glad you asked, Lesser Panda. If you're subscribed to the channel, you will receive free shipping on all orders over $20 within the U.S. That's a pretty darn good discount. Guest star at Pebbles? I don't think so, because Pebbles is streaming on Wednesday, actually. She's going to be streaming Earthbound, I heard. Alrighty, let's go ahead and test this guy. Perfect. Alright. Cool. We got another good to-go controller, it seems, fellas. Aluminum Jesus, I could not ask him to do that. It is such a big project. There's no way. Alright. Ta-da! Another controller done. Alright. From 2 to 5 controllers. That's pretty good. Hey Dan, we've been working on 360 controller repairs. Making good progress. Oh, we have 2 Duke controllers. Sweet. Excuse me. Danomite, thank you for the gifted sub. That's real nice of you, Danomite. Oh, what the heck? I work tomorrow? Aw, man. I didn't know that. Crap. I thought I was off tomorrow. That sucks. Alright. Lame. Sick and tired of working. Oh boy. Robo audio? How come only 2 people are saying it? And how come it would come out of nowhere? Dude, that's awesome. Try 0000. Please try your passcode again or reset it. Let's reset passcode. Answer. What's your favorite food? Alright, what do you guys think? Poop? Would that be the answer? Pizza. Pizza's a good answer. We're gonna hack it right now. Create. Holy shit, that worked? Well, what do you know? Behold your hacker god. His last order. The mummy for fish noises. Hey guys. Why did the mummy go on vacation? He wanted to unwind.
Suicide is never funny.
What?
Have you never seen a mummy movie where they always just unravel the mummy and it falls to dust?
Oh. Am I crazy? What the fuck? Did you see that? Has this ever happened to you? Oh boy, I love playing Lego Batman, but I also love skateboarding. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Well, we got a solution for you. It's called disc resurfacing. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. All you do is pop it into the disc resurfacer, press the button, and out of nowhere, it's completely fixed. Well, gee willikers, mister. And suddenly your disc looks good as new. Wowee! Alrighty, off we go. Hop it up, bada. Wow. Oh shit! Oh my god, I thought I was gonna hit my head. Dude, that was tight. Nope. Hands up! Just kidding, bro. You're cool. Hands up, though. No, for real, though. I think you're pretty cool. Just kidding. Give me that weed. Just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. Come, pass over that wallet. Just kidding. Man, come on. Y'all know we're homies. Yo, on your knees. Man, come on, man. We're just joking around. But wait a minute.
pass over them bits. Just come on, man. Come on. Subs now or die. I'm just fucking kidding, bro. I'm just joking around. But seriously though, them subs, I'll take them. Thank you very much. 1 second. Subs. Alright, that was all of them. That's all we...
I can't believe how much we sold today. It's amazing. Wait, who's this? Who's this?
Can't touch any of the stuff.
Oh, that's yours?
Yeah, you can't touch any of this stuff while it's here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is my booth.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I was just mentioning. I was like, oh, I wonder whose that is. I appreciate your being on top of it, though. Honestly.
Hey Cody, I think you have a slight pink monkey infestation.
Get him out of here! Monkey infestations are no match for the Codester. Have you ever had an NES cartridge and thought, sounds like there's a Skittle rattling around in there? Well, you're right. This is fucking dumb. Why am I doing these things? I'm getting tired, guys. It's really unfortunate that so many of these poor Eevees weren't adopted. I mean, realistically, like,